Hey,
Hey,
yo. Welcome to what episode is this?
not official 5. Yeah, we're not
What
there yet.
episode? Welcome to episode 5 of the
Mm,
Popscast, ladies and gentlemen.
mm.
I am one of the hosts today. My name is Marz, and I am joined by my other two hosts. We can start off with whoever wants to go first.
Okay, I'll go. Hey, what's
Oh,
up, y'all? It's your boy Chris, also known as CK. Because in my screen looks it's Mars, Tez, and then me. So I thought Tez was going. Doesn't matter. It's your boy CK. Everywhere CK2K. I got a lovely little daughter named Anaya who is doing great through this quarantine. He said sarcastically, and I got a little man on the way.
And it's your boy, Tesmo. I had to fix my mic just a second ago because it was not picking up. I have two baby girls behind me. Clapping it up. Girls just learned how to roll over. Hear your shit alive right now. Especially when they sleeping and you walk in and they like face planted. I'm like, Jesus, my child alive. Still alive. Alive.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. Learning how to roll over, that was kind of scary. Because now you just can't plop them on the couch
You know
no
what?
more. You
You
can't
know what? I don't care. Have them roll over. Enjoy that. You know what sucks?
They get frustrated when they can't
I do not care. You know, if we had podcast a week ago, I probably would have been a little bit more sentimental. I don't care. You know why? Because this potty training stuff sucks. Potty training is for the birds.
That phase. Mars about to be there.
Bro.
I got a wild.
Oh no, I'm not.
Bro,
No,
I
I'm
hate
not.
it.
Billy finna be
She
a year old.
One. You don't potty train out. No one, man. You crazy?
Look,
There is no way.
You can pre-potty train whenever you want, Mark. Just trust. It sucks. Whoever said, oh, girls are so much easier than guys. Look, shut up.
Listen.
Dog.
Listen, man. I don't know, man. I just know I've heard stories and seen things, and I'm not looking forward to it. This is not one of the things that I'm looking forward to. I'm probably when that moment comes, I'm most likely gonna take my parents' advice and tell it what they told us to do. She's like, because my mom always told us, well, we did with y'all, and it worked, blah 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 blah. So I'm like, all right, bet.
What
I'm
is
probably
it?
going to. She said every time we ate or whatever, they would just sit us on the toilet, on the little toy toilet until we went, and then when we went,
that's smart,
they would give us praise, like, oh my god, blah blah blah. That's what they said. So like I said, I don't know.
That's what you're supposed to do. That's what we do. Every time she goes, we go, oh, you did it. And she'll clap like, yeah, I did it. But at the same time, too, when they're also knuckleheads and 2 years old, they also did give you the, I don't want to. No, I don't want to go. Nah. It's not time to go. I don't want to go. I don't have to pee. And then she'll go and pee. Hey, look.
See,
y'all gonna see.
Yeah,
and
no,
Tez,
I already know.
I want to feel sorry for you, but I don't. Even though I know you're gonna have to be doing it 2 times at once, sucks. But I don't feel bad for you because I'm going through right now and I'm pissed off about it. At that time, I will be good and pro. Then I'll be like, oh, Tez, how can I help? But right now, you ain't gonna get that from me. I'm so bitter.
Can y'all check
so
something
bitter?
For me? Y'all, check my audio levels. I feel like I'm hella low for some reason.
That's what you got from everything we just said?
No,
that's what you got from everything we just said.
How
come about your damn audio levels?
I just had to change the stuff for my output on here.
I got a new chair.
And I just don't know if I'm high or low. We don't really have anybody in here I can ask how we. You guys sound perfect. I think I'm relatively too low. Like I need to pull the mic closer. Or I don't know yet. I just want somebody to let me know. Please let me know.
Goodbye.
Well, I'm trying to listen and hear your audio levels.
Talk.
Hello.
No, he's been talking for a minute.
Yeah, like in the stream.
Nah, they. You sound fine, man.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure because
you sound fine. Don't matter. You don't need to explain it. You sound fine. You sound fine.
Okay, bet. We cool.
Yeah.
I just want to make sure.
Nah.
That's all.
Yeah, you Gucci.
That's it.
Sound good. Yeah, no, CK, that sucks, man. I'm not looking forward to that part. Hopefully, we have a smooth transition because you know the thing about Millie, what she does when she poops, she goes into a spot like right in the house, like right by the door. Every time she goes to poop, it's like she just gets up and walks over to the door, and she's like, "Oh, well, we know she's pooping now because that's what she does every single time."
Squat corner.
Yeah, that's exactly
Good
what
for
it
her.
is.
So you go that's already
So that's
already
what
a
I
good
was
sign.
like.
That's a
Yeah,
good sign.
yo.
That's a
So-
hella good sign right there. And I didn't have that. And I would have she wouldn't have a particular spot, but when she found the spot, she would stay there, and you just be she would just turn into stone, and you knew she was pooping.
My little sister, when she was going like
Ryan,
she would go
them
hide
little
behind the
grunts.
door. Like she'd find any corner that had a door, pull it, and just be back there doing it. I'm like, why? I was like, that's smart. You're hiding.
Yeah, that's
from
hella
everybody.
smart. Yeah, she's the one I want to see her. I respect
But
it. I respect it.
You ain't doing nothing but squatting in the corner behind the door, and they'll be like, "Where your sister at?" Then you just hear.
Yeah, them little grunts, man. Cause Billy be doing that now. Like,
That's where she
I'm like,
Nah, 99 made
Yeah.
no noise, but her face would turn hella red. She made no sound, but her face was turning colors, boy.
Hellacious.
that's funny, yo.
And then when you edit, me and Carly was so mean because we would always ask her like, what we know the answer is yes, but we'd be like, "Are you pooping?" And she'd be looking at us with her face red, and she'd doing really slow nods. It was so mean, but it would make us laugh every single time. And she always had to hold on to something. Like she couldn't just stand there. She was old. One hand was on something. While she was
Yeah, she
it was
gotta let
funny,
it
man.
out, man. That's funny, yo.
Yeah.
Yeah, nah, because we're finding out that Millie, she might be like a girly girl, for the fact because now when she touches like food or something and it's sticky, she's like, I ain't touching this no more. Like I'm not. Somebody come here and feed me. Yeah, somebody come here and feed me. Because we seen it this morning for like the second time. At first, I just thought it was like, oh, maybe she didn't like the texture or whatever.
Nah, she doesn't want to touch it.
We were giving her waffles that had a little bit of syrup on it. Normally, she just picks stuff up and eat it. She picked it up, put it down. I was like, yo, what is this on my hand? So then I picked it up and gave it to her. And she ate it, no problem. And I was like, yo, Millie, cut it out. Like, yo.
Even if you
like
give her like
that,
a fork? She don't want.
She don't know how to. She'll use how to use the. She don't know how to use the fork yet.
Got you.
She be sitting there like she knows that like what to do, but she don't know how to.
Right.
No, I know. Like she just be slamming it on the plate and like I know I gotta put this on here somehow. But yeah.
That's
man. And now she knows.
Now I think I can say she's poop trained. I can say about 85% with the 85% positivity that she's poop trained because she's really good at telling us when she got to poop. And about 80, like I said, 95% of the time, most like when she goes and sits down, she's actually pooped. But it's the peeing part that she sucks at. She won't tell us. She doesn't want to tell us. She'll pee in her diaper. And we tell her every time, you should supposed to let us know that. She'll be like, I didn't know. And it's just like, it's so annoying. It's so annoying. But I'll say she's poop trained. She's good with the poop.
Have you tried the regular underwear thing?
We did that. She doesn't give a damn. Right through it, could care less. Carly tried it. I told Carly because I know that she got that troll on her, and Carly tried it. And I'm like, this is legit. That's a legit plan. Danaya gave two. She couldn't care less. Peed right through it. She's like, cool. All right. Well, this is how I feel now. Mommy, somebody fix this. Could care less, man. I can't stand her. She's a troll, man. It's too early. She ain't even 3 yet, man.
That's funny, man. Oh man.
I mean, what do you expect? Y'all kids.
Yeah, but she's supposed to be on my side with it. If it's going towards mom, that's different. But she ain't supposed to be hitting me with it too. That's not
it'll work like that. Not yet, at least.
Not yet. You gonna wait.
Yeah.
Especially when Malik come in the picture and she realized how much attention Malik's gonna get. Oh, me and I, you gonna see. I already know.
I don't know, man. I don't know, man. Look,
Carly is going to be such a baby when it comes to Malik, and I already know she already is now with her pregnancy. Now with Malik is completely different with Anaya. Oh, I know, and that's what I'm saying. I'm not mad at her for it. I just know because of that. And then Anaya's gonna be like, "All right, Dad, let's get this." All right.
Oh,
cool.
that's
they want them.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay,
no,
yeah.
I already know.
I thought you were saying it was the other way around, that you were gonna be more on like Malik.
Oh no,
yeah.
no.
Yeah.
I already know.
Okay.
No, percent. I'm excited. That's my boy, but I already know that's going. Yeah, I'm
right.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, I bet. That's what
I'm not an idiot. I'm not gonna sit here trying to be like, man, what's like? My boy is gonna be me and him all the night. What do you want? How you know?
That's facts, man. Damn, yo, man. Listen, all right. I guess we could. Well, real quick. I hope everybody is doing fine and surviving this Corona quarantine, COVID-19, wherever you want to call it. I hope everybody's out here being safe and trying to protect everybody else in this world. I know it's crazy times right now for people, man. So if you're listening, just be safe, stay safe. stay clean, be smart. One of the best things that I've heard on the radio or just people talking how the best way you could prevent it is to act like you have it, so you don't spread it around. Even though you don't have it, just act like you quarantine yourself the proper way.
Wash your hands and ass.
Well, you should be washing your ass every day, but definitely wash your hands
too. But
I'm just saying.
Nah. So
crazy enough though, man, a byproduct of this whole thing, I think I was looking on Twitter, like they were saying that the atmosphere around the planet literally is starting to fix itself from the fact that there's less people doing shit or going places. Mother Nature's like, I'm finally can breathe and fix myself because y'all motherfuckers done tore me through. So the Earth global warming might not be a thing if this shit continues. And
if it goes as long as people think it's gonna go, we giving the Earth a head start, man, for sure.
Yeah. Help
much needed.
The Earth is what did this, man. That's what they say. The Earth is they planted like they
put it in that bat.
The coronavirus is like the Earth's white blood cells trying to fight off all the bacteria. We're the bacteria.
Remember, we're immune. We're immune to everybody else.
I don't know, man. I know. What's Idris? Idris was the nail in the coffin.
He's like,
well, there it is.
Too much caucus in his blood. That's all that is.
There you go with that caucusin.
There's good.
got lots of caucus in his. That's all I'm gonna say.
Oh God, yo. We're on the first topic, Cody. We're about to just talk about the first topic, which is how are you going to discipline your kids if you're not going to discipline your kids. I would like to explain the reason why you won't discipline. Are any of us on that category of not disciplining your kids?
Oh, my kid too. No, that ship sailed a long time ago. There's plenty of disciplining going on in my family, in my household.
Right.
We can't do anything other before. Like we have.
Oh yeah.
How we want. Better than I was disciplined growing up.
I tell you what. He's telling you about.
Can I piggyback on that statement just right there? Nothing against it, Ted. I think it's a great statement. I'm just saying on that note of Ted saying, you're going to discipline your kids differently than you were disciplined as a kid. On that note, you know how irritating it is to see my daughter get away with stuff that I could not have gone away with my mom when she goes up to her house. That pisses me off. If that were me, you don't understand how red my behind would be. And I'm watching at night, and my mom would be looking at her like, no. I'm like, where the hell was my no? What the heck? So I just wanted to put that up.
I said the same thing to my younger cousins when I went home before in the past. I'm like, yo, it don't matter if it was my mom or my cousin's mothers. Like, they were all responsible for what happened to us if we were in their care. I'm like, yo, did she just let the no?
Yeah, it's
like,
crazy.
I'm too old for this shit. I'm like, well, you should have been too old when I was growing up, damn it.
See, but she can't even drop that line because she'll tell me, like, I'll put you in this world, I'll take you out. And I'm 28 years old at the time. Still gonna be whooping me, mom. What's going on?
Like,
gets away with everything.
I was always like, you gotta catch me first. No matter what.
Facts.
When I was fat, you gonna have to catch me. You want to take me out? You really gonna have to catch me because I'm rolling. I may not have the legs, but damn it, if I tumble, you gonna have to catch me.
This is the way we roll.
I'm telling you, I'm out.
I'll roll it.
You better be ready. I'm telling you, we had a hill in my backyard too. One trip, I'm gone.
Tess don't roll down the hill again. Somebody get.
Oh my God! Yo, Tess, you said
you gotta come home sometimes. No, I don't.
Yeah, I think. But going off of that, I think the younger you are, less trouble you get. Like, I know in our school, Terrell was the oldest, so he got everything. every hit he went through him, and then I was the second oldest, so the hits that he dodged, I got hit.
Came at you, yeah.
Man,
and then all the hits that missed me never touched Andre. Like Andre,
Dre's immune.
Like,
Nick's immune. Shout out to Nick Morrell. Yeah, my little brother immune.
He got, like, my brother Andre. He gets away with way more. He got away way more stuff than a lot of us. Everybody did. So yeah, I think so. And I know Millie's gonna be able to do whatever she wants to my parents. She can probably talk to them any type of way, say whatever she wants, do whatever she wants, and they're not gonna say anything. And I'm gonna look at them like, yo, son, like, come on.
I say the only person in my family that doesn't give anybody slack is my grandmother. she's just from a really old generation and
Old
set in her
school, yeah.
ways.
Mhm.
She doesn't let my nieces or cousins slide with anything. She's the only one in my family like that. Everybody else is like, I don't got time for this. Just yeah, sure, whatever, say whatever they want to say. My grandmama kicking at 72, 73. She'll still
Still
break. She
taking
don't
off that
care if
slipper.
it's your child and you say not to. She will break your child's ass just for the simple fact it's principle. And you should have taught him how to act. I'm like, Granny, come on now. Like it's like that.
I ain't mad
But
at it. Right.
she still she knows her limits though. Like she ain't gonna do too
Well,
crazy.
right,
but,
right,
like,
right.
when it was
Oh,
us,
yeah.
look, I'm telling you, if you laugh, getting some too. That was the golden rule. And it'd be hard not to like to laugh when you see like
Oh my
scarecrow rat.
God.
Like they got them by the collar and they rat. They do one of these rag dolls.
And they do. Oh my God. And the faces they make when they try not to get hit and you try not to laugh. And oh man.
I
Yeah.
swear, I'll never forget. I'll never forget it. I was 6 or 7 years old. My sister got into something with my cousin in my grandmother's room, and they were rambling, being nosy. We're supposed to be in the living room watching Oliver and Company. She come hanging the clothes up on the line outside and realized they in her room. She light my cousin up because she old enough and letting her ass do it. And then she light my sister up, and I'm sitting there like, I'm keeping on the inside. I'm dying. I'm like, dog, Tez, don't bust a crack. I'm talking about if she see the corner of your mouth even come up.
I think that's the worst part. Knowing you're next, like you seeing what's happening right in front of you, what you about to get.
I'm sitting there watching Oliver and Company, and then it's like singing Street Savoir Fair, and then like she walked by with this belt. She like, and if your ass laugh, you getting some too.
Yeah.
So like I ain't trying to be a part of nothing.
Business.
My grandmother
it's just a massacre
once in her life, bro. Like my and crazy enough, I didn't even take the whoop. My uncle took the whooping for me. R.I.P. to my Uncle Bear, man. He like I was like 4, and I can't remember what it was, and like he knew I was too young to know what the hell I was doing, but she was intent. She was hell bent on beating my ass, and my uncle literally just stood in front and took. Like, to my grown man got his ass whooped for me. I was like, dog, Uncle Bear.
She's still saying your name, but he getting whooped.
I try to tell you, Cortez.
Nah, my nickname was Fat Man, bro. They always just call me Fat Man.
God, yo.
It's not funny, but it is.
I mean, I'm still fat something, so it's like Fats now. No one calls me Fat Man. They just call me Fats. But like growing up, that was it. But yeah, man, my grandmother
even at 4.
Boy, I'll whoop you, fat man.
Dang, grandma.
Now my mom and my uncles, my other uncles, that was different. But my granny, for some reason, I feared her way more than I feared everybody else. Cause she was just cause she's short. She's like at my level. I'm like, dog, she gonna beat my ass. Everybody else I can run from. Like my grandmother could get in the cracks and shit that I hid in. Like she right there with me. I'm like, I can't run. Ain't no point. No point.
Sure. Yeah, no. I mean, for me, going back to the topic of beating our kids, or whatever, right. I think personally, you have to kind of have some type of discipline for them. Where I know how people feel nowadays about like actually hitting your kids and stuff like that, but I think you need to instill a little bit of fear into them. Because when you speak, you want them to actually listen. Because if when you say something and if you just say something and there's no consequences, they're gonna be like, oh well, all he's gonna do is just yell at me.
They'll carry. Yep.
Right. So I think they need to know at an early age, like if I do something bad, I know what's coming next. You know what I'm saying? I know if I'm doing this, I know I'm about to get hit. So I'm not going to touch this, or I'm going to touch this and then I'm going to get hit and then I'm going to cry. And then, they'll put 2 and 2 together at the most point. But I'm not sitting here talking about like
lessons learned by not you doing like
that was me, man.
And sense of animals, like I can tell you, no, don't tug at the cat as many times as you need. They turn around and hit you one time, you don't learn. Like I have to let you.
That was me. I was the good kid because of that. Because I learned. Like I knew, okay, I touch this, I get whooped. I don't touch that ever again. And I was that kind of kid. My mom will say it to this day, and it was a simple lesson. It's exactly like Marz just said. It's like you get that you instill that fear, not in like a threatening kind of way, but you instill fear like, okay, I know this is bad because this happens if I do this, so then I don't do it again. So it's the same thing. Like not every kid is gonna be like that because a lot of kids are knuckleheads and it's just the way it is. Anaya, if you're looking at this when you 13, 14, whenever you're looking at this, yeah, that's how
I
it
think we
goes.
still
And
gonna be doing these when they about 13.
who knows, man? Who knows? I might be like, but baby, you know what I was doing.
I mean, I'm glad you
Um,
got hope in us like that, dog. I hope we going that long.
well, who knows?
Do a
Who knows?
SpongeBob
Anyways, but
montage.
yeah, right.
Several years later.
But yeah, before I even give my opinion, though, I want to know, because you were saying that you were gonna make an argument. So, do you think that for those who choose not to take the physical route, as well as far as like beating or hitting their children, disciplining their children, do you think that that is a move that's not going to work out in the long run for not just the child but for the parent?
Yes. Like I think if in this, like I said, I don't know, everybody's different, but in my opinion, I think if you don't have any type of discipline, whereas like, physical discipline and just talking to, I think it will have some type of like a respect factor later on. I don't think the kid will. Right. Yeah, exactly. They won't respect you as much when you say something. And then that also, for me, it also goes on to like, now this kid goes out into the real world, or not even the real world, just into any world, anywhere, and won't have the kind of respect when somebody, an authoritative figure, talks to them or says something to them. They're just gonna be like, they're just gonna ignore him. Like, I don't gotta listen to you. I don't listen to my own mom. What I gotta listen to you for? Type situation. I mean, like I said, that's just my opinion, how I feel about it. I know when me and Katie first started talking about like disciplining kids and stuff like that, I remember Katie was telling me, she was like, "Oh, nah, we're not gonna hit our daughter. We're not gonna do that." Blah, blah, blah. I was like, "Okay, we'll see." Now, every now and then, I hear Katie yelling at Millie, and I hear a little pop on her hand, like, "Oh, I thought we wasn't hitting nobody or anything."
It's
But
so funny
hey,
because I'm hearing Carly in the background, because that's the thing, because we would it was one of those things where you pick your battles, and I think that's important too, where it's like not everything that they do is wrong,
Right.
even though it is a bad thing. Like, say, like, Naya spills a drink, it was an accident, but she spilled the drink and it got on her book or something like that. Carly has a problem of if it's something that she cared about and it gets spilled on, even though it's an accident, she tears into Naya. So be like, yo, we can't be doing that because it was an accident. It was bad, but it was still an accident. So yeah, it's a situation like what you were just saying, like that. But and I feel like that's important. I feel like there's a difference between discipline, and because that's the thing. A lot of these people that see these and hear that, people be like, you're abusing your children. No, it's not that we're hitting our kids every time something happens. It's about disciplining and teaching what exactly like Cody just said in the comments.
Yeah,
he said
establish boundaries.
Exactly, and that's literally all it is. Because like I said earlier, you learn what's right, what's wrong, what's not to do, and what to do.
That's what it also drives home that what's right and wrong, but also establishes the fact that for everything that life, there's a residual.
Correct.
Every action there is an equal, if not just reaction. So you do good, you receive good. You do bad, you understand this is why I'm doing it. Not to say that the way, I don't know how it was in you all's home. I know a lot of my ass whooping such. In some cases they were a little excessive. Stemmed way.
You see that flag? You see that flag? No, it was excessive in my house too.
Y'all. I know.
Yeah,
I have several friends whose parents from the islands. I know how y'all get. It's different. It's far. It's just as bad as how it is just being from the South, though. Like a lot of stuff comes from just residual frustrations, and I just happen to be on the camel's back that day. But yeah, it's definitely about establishing those boundaries, man. I never want to, especially I have daughters. We have daughters. At a certain age, when I was growing up, I started getting bust in the chest. Like they were just like, "You too big to be trying to whoop. We just gonna hit you." I'm like,
yeah.
Like, come on. But yeah, it teaches you those types of things, because when they go out in the world, they're a representation of how you teach them, how we what they see and do is a reflection of us, how we interact with them,
how we were
know them right from wrong. But there's always, like Cody said, boundaries. It doesn't have to be the whole thing. We're the head of the house, you have to fear us, but say this is what's going to teach you how to maneuver life, and you should know, because my pawpaw, rest in peace, my pawpaw would always say, either you gonna listen to us, or somebody else is gonna make you listen. And if they have to make you listen, you ain't gonna wanna you're not gonna want to listen to what they're gonna show you. Like, and it was more so as being a black man, if I can't show you how to properly do, nothing against the race, anybody, but it was always just for us. It was like somebody has to show you other than us, it's gonna be degrading, and it's not gonna be the way you should know it. They're gonna talk down to you less than what. So you either gonna listen at home or let one of these other people out here show you what to do, and not show you the right way, or just outright have you looking stupid. That's the big thing.
What I also want to say is too, it kind of because when it gets to the point where you're gonna have to, you're gonna stop beating your kid, for the most part, and then all it comes down to is like a snap, like you snap your finger or you give them a look, and they know instantly, like, okay, like, all right, I know he's serious, and I know I'm about to get hit, type stuff or whatever. And also, I do want to say, like, by us, well, I can't speak for my brothers or anything, but I know by me getting beat. When I'll say it sounds so bad, but like,
right.
But a whooping by me getting a whooping when I was younger, like it made me fear like no other man, like growing up, because it's like, all right, the only one that ever put his hands on me is my dad, and like he puts his hands on me, so I'm afraid of him. If you put your hands on me, I can hit you back. Like, you know what I'm saying? If anybody else ever put their hands on me, I was able to like, all right, bet I can hit you back. But when my dad put his hands on me, it was just like, damn, I gotta take this L and be in my feelings for the next 2 days and not talk to nobody.
Marz in the corner for 2 days.
I was the one.
Like for y'all, boy.
I was the one in my feeling. Everybody else pretty much got over their stuff, but me, whenever I got in trouble, man, I ain't talk to nobody. I'll walk right by you in the house.
Y'all got brothers, bro. Like I couldn't imagine having brothers talking crap, like knowing I just got in trouble. Like for me, I had my own designated corner, so if like. Get big ass in the corner. Crying. I'm like, it's my room. Leave me alone. Just shut the door.
Nah, because of how bad it would be, especially my middle brother Daniel. He was probably the worst of everybody.
How many of y'all?
There's 3 of us. There's 3 of us. There's only 3 of us.
Okay.
There's 3
Who
of
the
us.
oldest?
Me, Daniel, then Nick. So
D
used to. No, I'm the big brother. So
damn. Okay,
yeah. Shout out to D. By the way, his birthday was yesterday. Happy birthday,
brother. Hey, tell him I'm coming home.
Yeah, so he got it a lot, but the thing is, because of the things he would do and the stupidity and how it would happen and how hard it would come down on him, I was never the one to be like, you just got yourself whooped, because that dude, look, they left no room for any of that. It's just like, damn, you all right, dog? It was one of those kind of things to try to bring him back. To the point where like they would because they knew that was coming, like because I'm that brother, so they would not, like, after he gets whooped, then he would be put in isolation, so I can't even go and like say anything to him. He'd go right to his room, be by himself because of that. It's crazy. It's crazy. But again, like you guys both said, like those are the kind of things that, like, as crazy as it sounds, those are the kind of things that builds respect for the people that made you into who we are today. Like. Thanks. At that time, and I'm using my brother as an example because he was a knucklehead his whole entire life, and he was watching Daniel. He was in the chat last podcast.
See, I thought he was your big brother. I was like, yo,
no.
Okay, so CK the older brother. So
correct.
Excluding Marz, me and you are both the. Oh, I took that back because on my daddy's side, I'm the middle child.
You got a lot of people.
Yeah, I got more siblings on one side. I got middle child syndrome and big brother syndrome. It's just how I divide it up.
Look, man, I'm just a loving guy, so I think that comes with me. Anyways, but yeah, so last thing I was gonna say about this, as far as, because it's gonna tie together with our kids as well. It's just different because guys and girls, but the big thing that you want to come from them, and Marz pretty much nailed it on the head, saying you want them to and Tez, you more so the discipline comes from, or we want them to not only just become, better citizens, better people in society, in the world, but also know what is right and what is wrong at all levels, not just taking a remote, but from stealing a watch at a place or stealing a pack of gum or something like that. They know that is the same thing as when I took that remote from mom. I shouldn't be doing that. Like those kind of things all coincide. And, I feel like we've all been through things like that.
Right.
That was something 4 and 4. I'm like, but
it
was.
I still remember this. I stole something from a Christian Bible bookstore, man.
No.
Hey,
Andre, you ain't stealing from the store. You stealing from God.
I would have got away with it if Andre snitch on me, man. God,
Shout out to
it was some little
holding the righteousness.
It was some little toy that I had that they had. You know how sometimes they got the little 25-cent bins in the front of the store or whatever, like by the cash register.
Yeah.
And I just took my hand in there, took it out, and we walked out the store. Nobody said anything. So on the back seat of the car, I'm sitting there playing with this, and Andre's like, "Ooh,
come
where'd
on,
you get
Dre.
that,
See,
bro?
I can't- oh, Dre. Oh my God, I
Bro,
believe
you
that
lost
though.
respect. You lost
I had
respect for
to-
that. When you could
I
at least,
believe that though. Nothing changed for me. That sounds like Dre for sure.
It was like Andre was probably like 5, and I was
Yeah,
like
no, I
7 or
get it.
8. Man. And my dad turned back around. We went back to the store. I had to go back.
Made you say something to him, huh?
Yep,
You had to
and
talk to the people. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I was like, damn, like
I would too, though.
I ain't
Oh,
never
I
said
would.
nothing again.
Oh, I would 100% would. I would 1000% would. I would go all the way back and I would make them apologize to them and tell them what they did. 100%. I would go the full. I'll go the full 9.
Oh yeah, you need to, because like I said, I remember that clear as
Let
day.
them be embarrassed.
Facts.
They gotta be embarrassed for sure. They ain't gonna do it again.
100%. They'll think twice about putting their hand to something now. I mean, as I got older and stuff, you know, I ain't steal, but I stole. But like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I ain't steal, but I stole.
Like, isn't that the same thing?
Sometimes some things fell into my bag at the
man.
self-checkout before they got too crazy with the self-checkout. But yeah, this is kind of like not about discipline, but I just thought about this when you know, talking about like our brothers and our siblings and stuff, like sibling rivalry. Are you guys gonna let your kids like fight it out? Or are you gonna
100%.
stop it? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I'm not.
Tez is a little different because you're twins, but CK, you have about a 2-3 year difference, right?
This is so new to me because we
Right.
were all boys, so like
That's
that.
true.
I get that, but I don't know how the dynamic is. That's why I'm glad that's the older sister.
I'm a Naya and Malik situation.
So you're so you got the older sister.
I was a Naya and my sister was Malik.
See,
so like,
that's different though.
Button heads. We stayed button heads.
But I don't
butting heads more so that my sister wanted everything with me and I wanted to be. So it's like,
yeah, and I see that. I 100% seeing that with this knucklehead right now. I see that being a dynamic for sure. But again, I don't know. Who knows how things will be when, you know, he's actually here rather than being in the belly. But
right.
That's the thing. I really don't know the answer to the question. To answer the question of what I would want to do, like if I knew it was 2 boys or 2 girls, then I would be like, to an extent, like especially 2 girls, then I'd be like, to an extent, I would let them go. But if it's 2 boys, like yeah, it's healthy. Girls is different because girls dig deep, man. Just learning from Carla and her situation, I feel like girls they dig deep on how they get at each other. So it's like, nah, I'm gonna cut some of that to an extent. But with 2, like a dynamic of a boy and girl, I don't know. I genuinely don't know. Hearing from Tess saying that they're still gonna be button heads, and I would imagine so. But I don't know how to answer that question, to be completely honest.
Because you're right. You know for a fact, like Malik is gonna be pissing Anaya off.
100%.
Like you just
want to do everything she want to do.
It's just not even. It's just he's just gonna be annoying to Anaya and get away from me. And then they start scrapping a little bit. You gonna let that slide, or you gonna be like?
It
depends, right? It depends. Okay.
Like if I don't know the context and I just see them scrapping, of course I'm gonna step in. But if I hear it from the start and it's just something so petty and the night is just being petty about it, then I'll see if Malik can defend himself until he gets too crazy. But if it's anything like where he is being just being annoying and being a nuisance, then yeah, I'll be like, yo, chill out, man. Leave your sister alone. So like again, to me it depends. Like, and my parents were the same way too. Like they would let us be, but like my mom, and I get my I get my observance from my mom, because you think she misses something, but she got everything, dude. She'd be 2 rooms down and she hear one peep that goes the wrong way, she'd be in the room in like 5 seconds. So she would be the same way. Like if Nick was doing something out of line and then he, you know, poked me and D the wrong way, then we tear him on Nick and our parents were nowhere to be seen. But if it was something where we were being too far, she would be there. So I feel like it would be the same thing for me. Hoping again, this is
right.
Oh
yeah. This is just assumptions,
though. Exactly.
I remember so many times getting in trouble for stuff that my sister initially caused for no reason, which always made me want the distance. I'm getting in trouble for nothing.
For your stuff, right?
No, this was the best one. This is what made me feel bad. Like my mom used to be hard on my sister because she didn't want my sister to turn out like she was. So like she knew I was a good kid. I'm a nerd to my heart's content even early. Like I'm good. I'm squishy. I'm soft. I was a boy, but I only
we gonna get you out of this.
Far.
By episode 50, you gonna stop referring to yourself as
I'm
squishy,
a
fat
keep-
boy,
I'm a-
roly
I was
poly.
squishy, bro. You
I get it, Tez,
you can't
but you
call,
gotta
I was
get.
soft. I was, bro. I'm not gonna
Still
lie
are.
about anything. Hey, shut your up.
Maybe it'll
am
never
not.
die. It'll never die.
I ain't letting it
not.
die.
But yeah, man, it was crazy. So my sister and I, like, I didn't live with my mother directly. Like I was raised by my great uncle. I still spent time with my mom a lot growing up.
Mm-hmm.
So I was staying with her for the summer, and my sister and I had bunk beds. Never forget, I was sitting at PlayStation 2, chilling, ain't done a damn thing. My sister rolls off the top of her bunk and hits the floor, and I get my ass beat. I'm like, what the? I didn't. And she fell off the bunk. I didn't do nothing.
Well.
Why am I getting beat? You supposed to be watching her. So
You were there.
But this is the thing. My argument was, so I'm getting whooped for the fact that she fell asleep and fell off, and I'm supposed to just know she's gonna fall and catch her. I'm like, you got me. I slipped. I was like, you got me fucked up, and I got whooped. I was
you
like,
got
"Dawg."
yourself damn fucked up. That's what you did. That was your fault.
Bro, but it made no sense. Like, I'm 12. Logically speaking, how is it my fault she fell? Like, come on. And she was like 9. She's 9. And I'm getting whooped
She's
for
a
her
better
falling.
cushion. She fell on.
Bro, shut your ass up. I'm glad Dre told on you, damn it. Ooh, hey, Fuzz, he's stealing. He's stealing from Walmart, Fuzz. You need to check him.
Oh my god!
Man,
Yeah,
I can hear
man.
Dre doing that to this day. Ooh,
But it's
Marz,
like way
you
deeper.
remember-
It's way deeper. Like,
Yeah, ooh, Marz.
At 5 years old, he got a
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
man.
that's
Oh, shit.
hilarious, man.
Yeah, nah.
It's raising right. No beatings. I definitely just lean more towards communication, unless I have to, and it'll never be nothing physical. Like, you have to yoke a baby up something. Just the yoke. I can't yoke her. Just get up by your pants and just hold you in. Right? Right?
Yeah, nah.
Oh, sure, too. Lay
I'll talk.
down.
We'll talk in a few months.
Right.
We'll talk
Today,
No, we talking
actually,
about like 5 to 6.
today, I was on my computer or whatever, and I heard Millie crying. So I get up and I go in the kitchen, and I was like, "What she do? What she do?" And then Katie started talking. I was like, "I ain't talking to you. I'm talking to Millie. What mommy do to you, Millie?" Like,
Yo. Wow.
I'm talking to Billy, like, yo, what she do to you? Like, I felt some type of way because I heard her cry. I'm like, yo, what's she doing to you? That is funny.
That is so funny.
But yeah, but I guess we can move on to the next topic. What this is? I don't know why I thought about this because I think my homeboy, he was talking about how he was helping his kid learn the ABCs and stuff because when they're in quarantine now, so a lot of parents are taking on a teacher role because they're not going to the daycare and everything. So, and then maybe bring up this question: are you going to be the parent helping your kid with the homework, school projects, book reports, and things like that, or is it going to be a double team, or are you? Or y'all
I
gonna
think
just
it's gonna be me. I think it's gonna be me.
I'm gonna let y'all
I would like to say.
start and answer that one real quick. I got.
All right. All right. Yeah, I think it's gonna be me. I mean, I hope we'll see if it's both of us. But the thing is, because I already know. Because even with my same Daniel, he married someone who she already had a kid. Her name was Joy, Love Joy. And while she was in school and stuff, and whenever I would go over and visit, obviously as you do with your siblings, and she had homework and stuff, I was always right there, like I'm hanging out with Dee, but I'll be doing her homework with her, not doing it. Like I'm not gonna be like it's 4, no. But I'll be helping her because like kids be like 2 + 2, and then he doing the finger thing. He's like, but I just don't understand. You just be the one to help him. So I feel like with Anaya, it's gonna be very similar. And again, going back to with my parenting, that was what happened with my mom too. She was very upfront with us, but then when it became repetitive on things that we had just learned, that's when they slowly started to like step back and be like, all right, well, we did this last week, that's on you, you should figure this out. So I feel like I'm gonna do a very similar situation. I think it's gonna be both of us, but I know for sure I'm gonna be in there for sure.
Me
with the homework.
Yeah, what I want to do is help with the projects, right? If they got like a school
100%.
I want to be
facts.
I want to help create some
paper
crazy
mache and stuff.
project. Right.
Yeah,
I want to do that. When it's coming down to like the reading and writing and that, I want to help the best I can because my mom was the one that helped me at least because Terrell, he was too smart, so he ain't never need no help. And Andre, I don't I don't know. But so they helped me, and the way my mom helped me with a lot of stuff.
Andre, I don't know.
I didn't pay attention to what they did to Andre. But so in the way my mom helped me, and I remember things like to this day, certain words how to spell because my mom, she would make a song out of it. Like she would sing a song and then I'll be like, damn, yo, I know how to, and I'll be taking this test and I'll be sitting here singing like, oh, this is how you spell this word. Okay, this is how you do this math problem because of the way of the rhythm and just the way we did it. And that's the way I was able to remember things. And I like that. So if this is even if our kids even need help with this kind of stuff, right? Because they might just come home and just be able to do it themselves. Right. And might not need help. Yeah. I know one thing I will not, and I'm telling you right now, is math. I'm not helping with math. Even I don't care.
Early stages I will. Early stages I will.
Have you seen this new math that these kids are doing?
Man, if I see you need to take everything that was for us mandatory and bump it down a grade. So like they're doing
down, like, so it's worse. It's slower.
No. So
weird.
It's more advanced.
What you assume was advanced, they bringing it back down. So like pre-cal is in middle school now. That shit's in.
Yeah, they learning stuff earlier than when
like pre-cal. Calculus and pre-cal want some shit until I got to high school. It was just algebra through middle school. Now they doing calculus. They doing like basic trig and then like advanced trig in high school. Y'all tripping. Because I ain't got time to formulate no damn quadratic equations or learn the depths of the inside of a triangle.
And not even that, just the way they multiply now is completely different. The way how they multiply.
I saw some of the stuff, And
I was just like, yo, y'all gotta miss me with this, man. Here's a calculator. If you can't do it on the calculator, then I don't know.
Side note, were we not the generation where it was like your mama sitting there right there, like if Jimmy got 5 apples and you take 3, how many that leave? I don't know how many times I used to get yelled at. Like it's 2, goddammit. I'm like,
and they would be so mad, like we playing like a game with them, and then we can't guess the word that they trying to get it to guess. Like I don't know what you're saying. If Jimmy does what, and I don't know who's even Jimmy. I just want to know what 5 plus 2 is.
Why do I take the apples? I don't like apples.
Can they be pairs? I don't understand what we're doing here right now.
I remember so many times getting my ass beat because I couldn't determine the difference between a capital B and a lowercase, like capital B and D, lowercase d and b. I'm like, yo, why does this shit face like B and D capitalized face the same way? I just couldn't remember that one had a hump and the other one didn't.
Just
like,
curved,
she's like, so you spelling dog or bog? I was like, I'm supposed to be spelling dog. Then why does it look like bog? But that's a D. It's face, man. And then I had the audacity to put books in my pants one time, and she discovered that shit. This was my cousin's mom, not my mama. Like I told you, it was the whole family.
Everybody was just sharing on getting some whoopings on tests back in the day. Fat boy, excuse me.
You put books in your pants?
Oh, that shit worked one time. Boy, she thought she was tearing me up. I was like,
explains his square butt.
Hey, bro, my buns are not square. Those things is King's Hawaiian.
Hey, if you were getting away with that, I don't know, man. The conspiracy.
It only happened. Okay, so one of my best friends, one of my oldest friends, I've known him since kindergarten. He was a badass little kid, and he told me about it. He's like, yo, my mom tried to whoop me one time, and I put a magazine back there, and it didn't hurt. I was like, oh, word? Because I knew I was going to get whooped. Like, no matter what, my cousin's mom always had something to whoop my ass over. I was like, all right, this big bitch got me fucked. I'm finna put this where the wild things are in my pants and see who the wild one today, goddammit. And she couldn't tell the difference one time, but the one day she caught that bitch sticking out the back of my pants to help me do my homework. Yo, she had my ass in there looking like a slave when I got done. I'm talking about, I'm like, I had whips. Bro, it was so bad. Your boy was in the tub crying, and like the boils and blisters were bursting, and I was just bleeding in the tub. Like, yo,
you deserved it.
That sound like he said you deserve it. That sounds about right.
Marz still. That's it, bro. But yeah, man.
So what are you gonna be the one helping the kids with the homework?
Yeah, like I'm really good. I'm really good at projects, crafts, drawing, and stuff like that. But when it comes to math, I know sites that'll show me how to do the work. Now, if the teachers don't bring enough examples to show me how to help them do this, then I know sites that'll help me learn how to work this out. It shouldn't be that hard. Like there's all kinds of ways to learn how to do this. Well, I'm mostly excited to do like the arts and crafts stuff, projects, creating stuff.
Right, yeah.
Like that's all my Steve. I was real artsy as a kid. I'm ready for them to be like, oh, we got to do a diagram of this and we got to draw stuff and hopefully they take after me in that regards, or at least I can help and make
Dang,
it
you
not
just called
look
Kira
so much
stupid?
like I did it.
Kira.
No, Kira's got her own strengths, and neither one of us are the best at math. Like she's got her own
He
strengths.
definitely
when it
just
comes to
doubled
stuff.
down calling you
He
stupid,
did.
Kira.
She knows she can't draw. She
Oh,
knows
You
man.
stupid and you can't draw, Kira.
Shut up, bro. Kira's great at her own things. Like, okay,
Sure. Don't let you explain it.
No, I'm
No,
just
no,
saying,
no. Explain it.
Look, my wife did
Like
way
me.
better than I did in school. I skated by my whole life. I was like, you know what? As long as I can get through this, I'm good. College, I skated. And I'm not gonna preach skating to them, but there's certain things you realize when you know what field of study you're going in that just don't mean a damn thing. And for those
Yeah.
classes, I was like, if I can get out of here with the passing grade,
It's
Yeah,
kind
nah.
of sad because it went in elementary school. In elementary school for us, up until I would say up until about high school, we were that kind of household where no TV until Friday, until weekends, Friday and up. So
what?
yeah, bro, yeah, we couldn't watch TV or
Ugh.
nothing throughout the week, bro. So
Ugh.
because of that,
Y'all wanna come
I
home.
actually enjoyed homework in elementary school. That's not even an exaggeration or me
I'm
trying to.
What?
I know, bro. I did
didn't
because
start
we
not
didn't have
liking
anything to do
homework
when we
till
got
middle school.
home, except for play
But
outside.
home-
Like we played outside and stuff. But,
Right. But
I was like, yo, it's cool. We could do this
We
until
at
everybody's
least
done
got
with their
to
homework.
watch
We can go
TV.
outside and play.
Well, my
Nah,
cousins
we
and I were
couldn't, man.
bad. We would sneak like when
We
it was time for us
couldn't,
to go to
bro.
bed. Our grown folks would be watching like Comedy View and shit like that. We would just like sneak out in the hallway and just dine in the hallway, like trying to be quiet. It's like we know you're in the hall.
nah.
But no,
With
I
us,
used to feel bad if I missed school. Like I used to like generally feel bad because I enjoyed being at school
Me
in
too.
elementary.
Me
Up
too.
until,
Elementary to
like-
middle school,
Until
probably like
people
freshman years
started
when it all.
becoming like preteens.
I
and
hated
shit
school
started
all the
getting
way
bad,
through.
Yeah,
and I was really the fat kid. Like, oh, like I'm really
Nah,
fat,
not
bro.
me.
Everybody's not. I'm really fat, bro. Like I can't see past my stomach, bro. Hey, That's when I
I
started
hated school. I hated school all the way from kindergarten all the way up
from
until
birth to now.
yeah, I still hate school, man. Like we didn't we were able to do
hey,
whatever
Dre,
we
you a
want.
snitch.
Like
we don't like
all
you.
we had to do was if they would ask us, do we have homework? And we would say yes or no. And then if we say yes, all right, do your homework.
So
But
you
we could
always
do the
lied.
homework with the TV. I was one of the people that was
No homework tonight.
wow, your
never had homework
teachers
in high
never give
school.
homework. Huh?
My folks thought that shit was really crazy in high school. I was like, I swear, they never give us
Right,
homework.
yeah. I was saying to Andre,
like, we-
No, Marz, you talking about a different? He's like, yeah, that was crazy. I never. Oh.
Yeah, that was crazy. You went, yeah.
no, I was just agreeing with Andre. We had no TV restrictions. We were able to watch TV while doing homework. We couldn't move from the table until the homework was done. The TV's on. We would sit there all night. But
Oh my god, see, that's what my parents wanted to avoid because we'd be the same way. Nah, and that's the thing. If our report cards came back like really really good, when I think about it now, it sounds so bad. When our report cards came back really really good, we'd get Thursday night TV too. So it got to a point where Thursday nights we
I
would
feel
get
so
TV.
bad for young CK, bro.
Honestly, I like thinking about it now. Like, dang, that sucks. Like, I don't know if I could do that tonight. But at the time, like, it was just so normal. And that's the thing too. We played outside back in those days. Obviously, we had video games too.
Yeah, of course.
But we
all
played
did. Like, that was the
outside back then,
thing.
so it's like TV wasn't really a thing. Like Saturday was the day. Friday night and Saturday mornings was when TV was important back in those times.
So did you never watch
for
Toonami
me.
Yeah, you-
growing up? Did you not see Dragon
Yeah.
Ball Z?
Yes, we did, but that was
No way in hell you caught the episode, bro. I ain't no way in hell you caught them episodes the right way because they played it in order during a weekday.
reruns, bruh.
Nah,
On
they had-
yes, they did. If you stayed up late at night, me and we
I
took
didn't know about late night Toonami. I was
oh
mid
my
late
God.
Toonami.
They had the
On
anime,
s-
all that anime on Toonami at night.
on Saturdays. Oh yeah, we took advantage of. And then when we got to school, that's when we eventually started watching it. But no, you have to pay attention for the marathons and stuff like that. Man, we finessed the whole thing. We saw everything. We probably weren't a little bit behind on a lot of stuff, but oh no, we saw everything all the way up until I want to say till about GT. And that was the thing too. I don't know if you guys had the channel, but there was this Japanese channel we had, and Sunday nights at 6 o'clock.
Japanese channel, no sir.
Nah, bro, it was weird. And then at 6 o'clock Sunday nights, you would catch Dragon Ball GT with subs, and we were like, all right, cool. And that was when we were dumb and young, like, oh, look, if Vegeta's grown up and Goten's a teenager, and then
I had
we
one
hated it.
consistent channel that came through on the week. Max, and that bitch was perfect. Throughout the week, it was always fuzzy, but on Sunday night at 9 p.m.,
so
I'm
you was a
seeing
little
titties
pervert
on the screen. I'm chilling. Chilling.
Oh, see, this brings up to this too. I'm watching TV and all that stuff. Music, right? Because I know.
Oh, there was no restrictions on music. I had rated. Oh no.
But there was restrictions on music for us.
Really?
Yeah, we couldn't listen to any rap music. Nothing. Like that's why.
Though I just didn't listen to rap.
That's why
Nelly was the cap of my rap. Nelly and some JC. That was it.
We couldn't listen to anything, and that's why growing up in high school and even in college, like when Tupac and Biggie came on, I'll be the kid sitting there. While everybody rapping the lyrics to it, I'm like, I don't know this, yo. Like, I don't know the words because everybody I couldn't listen to music.
I got a crash course on all that in high school. Yeah, I was just saying. No, I was the exact same thing because my family was all R&B, and that's why I'm an R&B head to this day. Like everything was R&B, old school R&B at the time. Whoever was the new R&B artist, I was listening to a lot. God, he not anymore, but R. Kelly and like those kind of stuff at the time when it was like popping and stuff like that. And whoever was new, like Ushers and stuff like that. But yeah, I didn't listen to a lot of rap growing up either because it just my family just listens to R&B, so that's just what was around, and that's what we listened to.
We listened to gospel.
When I listened to Nelly, I felt like such a rebel. I'm like, oh, when Nellyville came out, and my parents were cool with it, and I got the album for my birthday, my 13th birthday. I felt like such a rebel. I'm like, yo, look, okay, I'm cool now. Let's get it.
I was listening to that new Kurt Franklin. We were listening to gospel music. No, like it's funny, but I'm dead serious. I know all the gospel songs from like 2000 to like goddamn now. Like we use all gospel music, man.
Hey, bless you, I was the same way as CK though. Like all R&B. I mean, my cousins. It was everything. I got all the rap, all the R&B, all the old school. But I leaned towards R&B, and then like now later in my life, I like way more rap than because the R&B ain't the same. So it's just like I have the artists I like.
But that's the thing. I'm such an old head. I'm stuck listening to the same songs. I'll still be over here talking about, man, they don't make them like they used to listen to Stevie Wonder. Like I don't know what it is. And it's the same thing because you're right, because they don't make music like they did. I hate saying that, but that's the most boomer phrase you'll ever get out of me, and I stand by it. Music today is not the same as it was back in the day. I don't care how old I sound.
R&B artists, like you're basically singing the same thing they saying in the raps, bro. Like you're saying the same thing, but you're singing it. Well, I guess it's the sign of the times. I'm like, I ain't got nothing against it because there's some songs that be straight.
It's not just
like I remember a lot of the R&B from my middle to high school era was a reflection of my emotions. Like there was always something that could reflect how I felt, whether it's I'm squishy, I'm sad, I'm happy, I want a girlfriend, I got a girlfriend, I hate this bitch leave me alone.
When Ruben Studdard came out, Tez was hype.
Idol.
Tez is idol. Hey, you know how many sorry for 2004 I got some, hey, bro, I'm out there busting Ruben left and right. Hey, don't play with it. Hey, singing I'm Sorry 2004, you already a fat boy who can sing?
No way.
Bro.
Oh my God.
I was in there. They was like,
that's funny, yo.
I got you, baby.
I want somebody to make an animation that says, just like, they're doing his chores, looking at the TV and his family watching American Idol and Tess seeing Ruben Studdard for the first time, like, mommy, who's that?
Somebody like me.
He sings really good. Oh my God, that is so funny. I'm only saying that because you say your family called you Fat Boy. That's all.
But you can ask anybody. That's always been my nickname. Everybody from band to like when I first got to high school, my band director from a lot of kids in my neighborhood always called me that. They knew that was my name growing up, even in my neighborhood, bro. We had a neighborhood of like 20 plus kids, so that was always
Fat
like
boy.
no, it was fat man. It was a correction.
You got man.
But no,
Okay,
like
all right.
in
Respect,
school,
respect.
in school, even the teachers, I don't call him that. That's just like actually that's my neighborhood. Kind of is not a thing. That's my
That's
name.
just
Like
what it
Patches,
is.
like old boy from freaking.
Nah, it ain't like Patches.
No,
Fat
but you know what I'm
man.
saying. They call me
I know what you're
Patches,
saying,
like,
but
yeah,
nah.
that was just it. So she was like, called him that. So bad. I'm like, no,
No, I'm
don't.
fine.
Oh, you fine? And the teacher starts saying, "All right, fat man, then go sit your ass down."
Bro, no. See, the one time I actually felt disrespected was like we had this mean ass coach in school named Coach Ward. Man, shout out to Ward though. Ward was cool as fuck as I got older. But I got sent to in-school suspension one time. I don't know why. I can't remember for the love of God why. But I had never been in ISS. And this is where like all the hood bad kids at. And I'm like, yo, I'm too soft. Be in this motherfucking room. And he's like,
it's jail.
and I'm fat also.
Right,
So bro,
sounds like
they had those itty desks and like my stomach was overlapping everything and I got stuck. But I didn't. I
Fat
knew I would
man.
get stuck if I sat down. And he was like, "Hey, fat boy, didn't I tell you sit down?" I was like, "Damn."
He
I was
said
like,
that
"Fat man."
aggressive.
So he's like, "I
He
don't
called
give a
you fat
damn if
boy.
it's fat."
He
fuck."
said,
He's like, "Sit down."
Tez.
It's actually fat man, sir.
Bro,
Excuse
Ward
me.
was like, "I don't give a damn if it's fat fuck. Sit your ass down."
Yes, that's
I was
crazy.
like, "Damn, son."
That's crazy.
And I did get stuck. I got stuck. He's like, "Boy, didn't I say get out the damn desk? It's lunchtime." I was like, "Coach, I can't get out
Didn't
the
I tell
desk.
you I was gonna get stuck?
I told you I was gonna get stuck. Do you see this? Boy, I'm wearing a 54 in pants, bro, and a 5X shirt. You think I'm getting out this 36 ass
54
desk?
pants,
You better come help
wow.
me out.
Nah, for real, man. It's crazy. So y'all gonna have any restrictions on your kids' music listening to?
No boys.
Or whatever?
No boys in
No.
the house.
You can't
No, I'm
listen to
talking
any
about. I'm
boy
talking about
music?
music.
Oh, music? Nah, man.
Oh, I'm like,
Karen,
yo,
Karen, I have a
mhm.
wide range of. It covers all the other sides of music that I don't cover from like John Lennon and all the other stuff that's not so.
Oh, so your kids are gonna be
So-
mixed music listeners.
I'm not going to
Basically.
kids bop around. Let's
No.
say that.
I don't. Yeah, go ahead. My fault.
No, finish. Go ahead.
No, I was just saying I'm not trying to go the route that my parents took. Me singing gospel music and everybody's rapping Biggie and Tupac. My first real album that I listened to was Kanye's first album in 8th grade. I'll never forget it. My whole Terrell's best friend
Mine
that
was
gave it to
freshman
me,
year.
and I had listened to it, and that's why I think I hold such a close like bond with Kanye because it was the first rap album that I listened to.
Burn
that I was
CD.
allowed to listen to. Yep.
Yep.
It was like,
Yep.
all right,
That was me too. Like Kanye. That's the reason I have that connection with Kanye too, is because it was the exact same thing. Because Nellyville and Nelly too. That's why. Because Nelly was the first actual rap CD I owned. But then when I got that Burn College Dropout from my homie Ish, I will never forget you, Ish. And then I was listening to it around my mom, and she was cool with it. I was was like, yeah. My life. Here we go.
I know for a fact.
kind of
I know
music
for a
I
fact
needed.
Kanye's was probably one of the dopest that I listened to, but I shit you not. When we were on a band trip and coming back from Alabama from like marching in the parade and playing in the field in the stands, and like we stopped in at FYE and I got Food and Liquor by Lupe. That shit changed my whole life in high school. Bro, I'm on the bus like, dog, what? Like I had heard Kick Push a bunch of times on the radio. I'm like, yo, that's his album. I'm like, oh, and I'm listening to this. I'm like, shit is just so good from finish. Like I'd be in the house cleaning up my home, listening to like my room in the house is listening to that album.
You
Food
say
and
it like
Liquor holds
that's
a high
like
place.
that's weird.
Well,
Why is that? That's not weird.
It was for me. I was lazy as hell. But that, like, if I put that
Oh,
on,
so Lupe was getting you to clean the room. Oh, so that's
got
what.
me doing a lot of shit.
Got you.
That whole album, like, that's why it to me it holds. But like,
now I got a lot of friends that said the same
Kanye
thing.
is still that's the number 2. I got that in 8th, and I was like,
College Dropout always got a place in my heart, man.
Yep. And that's what I'm saying. I think I will have some type of restriction on the music.
What kind of restriction?
Like not even twerk music. Cause they could be dancing on a drill team or whatever the case means. But I'm talking about like if because music is going to change like in the next 10 years, it's gonna be a different vibe. But if the music is still similar to like kind of today with the sipping on lean and all the drug the drug abuse, people like the little pumps and in the 6ix9ine, the people
No
like
content
them.
to the song.
Right.
Just words.
Yes.
Words in the beat. Yeah.
Right. I'm like, all right, yeah, I don't know if I want you to listen to that. I want that kind of energy around.
Yep.
But if it's conscious music, you know what I'm saying, or whatever the
Yep.
case is, or just even a cool rap song, like, you know, J. Cole's kid grew up and they rapping about something, I don't know, something like that. But yeah, I think I will have a little bit of restrictions on the music, but other than that,
yeah.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna be aware.
Yeah, I guess that's the perfect
aware.
way to say it. Yeah, just be aware of what they're listening to, so you can kind of control.
Exactly.
Not control, just monetize it, moderate it. Right, that's the right word, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, you're not gonna dictate, but keep a mindful ear out for what's
Right,
That's
right.
exactly.
Yeah.
I'm just not gonna blindly let them listen to whatever. I mean, I'll be aware. I'll let them,
if it's a pop song on a radio, if it's a hype song on a radio or whatever, and they like it,
if they want to listen to a different genre than I listen to, cool. I'll let them experiment. But like I said, I'm gonna be aware of what it is. Because if it's just nonsense, just anger for no reason, and there's no substance behind it, I'll be there. I'll be like, listen up. But other than that, I'm gonna let them. I also hope that I can instill
the kind of music you lose it
to an extent, right? Just because I'll always connect with old school, like not even just 90s, like before that 70s, 60s. Like I'll always connect to that because of my parents, and I'm so thankful that they did that, because to me, like, that is a big reason of why music is what it is today. So I hope that I can do something similar. What happened?
Cody. Okay, I mean, so Cody is one of my coworkers. So like y'all don't know Cody, but Cody's from Nova Scotia. So like that's about as far east white as you can get. So just imagine a white Canadian boy listening to like Slim Thug and Kiki and Paul Wall, bro. Like even when and this is not a fucking lie. Like this man I was in the car with him one time and he put on some shit.
Franchise boys, where are they even at? What is the last thing the Franchise Boys done?
Who knows?
I don't know.
Crazy.
Damn, yo.
Yeah, man. Awareness.
I mean, I'm a big instrumentation fan. Like for me, it's definitely gonna be a lot of, like you said, old and music. Like there's something about hearing a live band and so like
get you going, huh?
Bro, I still watch college bands play some of my favorite rendition songs, bro. Like, and it's always just so good. I'm hoping I can take home to Battle of the Band. Up here, that's not a thing.
Just let them watch Drumline 3 when it comes.
Get that.
Still starring Nick Cannon. Still going to star Nick Cannon.
He the coach.
Experiencing a real legit homecoming, like Tennessee State University. All the bands marching down, playing songs. On camera focus. Fuck it, it's out of focus. A slew of black people of all varieties in the crowds. And, it's just something to behold. Like, man, I don't know if they do. I ain't really got no.
I went to Lincoln, the first HBCU. What you talking about?
No, in your hometown. Like for me, like Tennessee the homecoming thing was just always something I've been going.
I went to Rutgers homecoming. There's a whole bunch of crazy white people. There was the ones you kind of see at the parties on TV and stuff. Like, I went for those.
Yeah,
those were kind of lit, but
so definitely. So like my favorite example is like Sir Duke, and CK, you probably Sir Duke.
Yep.
Listening to the horns break it down on the bridge. Oh. That right
lately, the piano on lately. I know you say you like the band stuff, but I like the melodies. I love, and Sir Duke was great, and I hear you on that too. Do I do like the band going, and do I do like that those horns popping in that? I know what you're talking about. Yeah, we can go down. Don't get started. Let's stay on track. But yeah, before we go, I know this is your episode, Marz. Great topics.
It's time for that moment though, bro.
Oh, every time. Press that button. I know we ain't gonna hear it, but
okay, what? Damn.
Did you press it?
I hope you pressed it. But it's time for okay, what? And I initially had a different one, but I feel like after today, I want to change it to this one that I had today. And I want to know, I want to hear your guys' first dad forgetful moment, because dads are known to forget certain things, like just like the smallest of things. And after I tell my story, I'm sure a story will definitely pop in one of you guys' heads of some point in your fatherhood, even though it's short as Tez or as long as yours Marz. But Today, I had probably the biggest dad moment of my life. I'm probably sure I have another one, but today's I found hilarious. Okay. So, as we've been talking about, I have a son on the way, little boy is on the way, and I have my 2-year-old daughter right now. So, I go in the car because Anaya was out of her pull up. So, I'm like, oh, we just got something, go get it out of the trunk of my car. But then I also see in the back seat, I got a whole box full of newborn diapers, and I looked at them and I was like, oh shoot, we gotta give those away. Well, I don't know why we still have these. We got this friend that just had a kid, we got this friend. Yeah, I gotta talk to her. I don't know why these still in the back of my car. So I go to the car and I literally get to the door and it just like right in my head, you got a kid going, like, oh
somebody get this man some help.
I had a whole conversation in my head. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna tell Carly, but we probably do, because I thought that we had bought the wrong size, but it turned out that Carly was gifted those ones, yo. And I completely, for a solid 5 minutes, completely forgot.
I'm so
sorry. I told her as soon as I got inside my bag. My brain went completely dead for about 5. I'm like, oh, I'm on Nico's. No, we ain't giving this to nobody. What I'm talking about? Yeah. So after that, I'm like, yep, we talk about this tonight. That is my that's okay with this week.
Man, yo.
Yeah, I was laughing. I just like hunched over and started cracking up. Like, yo, I forgot. Malik, I love you. I swear.
He forgot about you.
I know I did, man. I'm like, because we body training most. So I'm like, man, they don't fit in Naya right now. We gotta get that. Right. Why I got these ones in my trunk? Yeah, it was fun.
Tez, you go ahead. Go next, man.
For me, this will probably be like last month. I'll never forget this. Like, so I think I'm home with the babies. Not the time little mama kicked herself out of the. But Daz was sleeping with her sister. She needed to be changed. So like I'm like, all right, I know she changed. And like in my head, like I'll pick her up. I walk in here, do the butt sniff. I'm like, oh, you. So don't worry. You don't live in my house. Don't worry.
It's just nasty. Go ahead.
Go
ahead.
But it's how they smell. Can't help it. It smells
All
like
right.
that. So I put her roll at this point. So they haven't even tried to roll over. I shit you not. I put her down and walk away. I go take out the trash. I took a whole shower. I washed dishes. I was like, yo, where the fuck the baby? Oh, I done left the baby on it. She's sitting there like, Daddy, why you leave me like that?
Yo, Tez.
Oh my God.
I was like, dog, thank God she couldn't roll yet. Cause I was so scared. I'm like, yo, did she didn't chill? I was like, oh, chilling. I left the baby on the changing table for like almost 40 minutes. I was like,
God.
That's a long fall, man, for a baby, man. Like that would have hurt.
Man, I'm like, dog. And that day, from that moment on, I was like, I need to be more aware because there was so much stuff still to be done. I'm like, yo, I'm just getting back into the swing of work stuff. Oh, all right, she needs to be changed. I'm here by myself. Like, then it's like, man, I stink. Man, the trash got to go out. Dog, man, we got to do the rest. Man, I got to sweep the floor with a cat. I'm like, hey, what the fuck is that? Oh, I left the baby on the changing table.
She just said, table.
Bro, it was slightly scary, but then like once I realized, and it's not the first time I've done it. I did it twice. One time I was having a whole conversation with
one for each twin.
A whole conversation with Kira, and I left the bathroom sink water running. I was like, bro, I done flooded the floor.
It was each twin, right? Like you didn't do it twice. You didn't do it
to
twice.
To the same.
It was
one.
a different baby.
Oh, good. I'd be like, yo, she gonna get you back, though.
It was a different baby. I was like, the floor probably flooding, Jesus, and the baby sitting on the table. I don't know what to do. But thank God the water, I didn't stop the sink up. I was like, God damn. I would have broke down and cried. I was like, I can't. It's too much water.
My moment is I have forgetful moments all the time. Like it's just I don't even know where to start. And then all of it like it's not even like it's not half the time. It's not even for Millie. It's for Katie. It's for I just like because I drive, so I drive a lot for work or whatever, right? So when I'm driving, I'm by myself. My mind is going. So Katie would be like, "Hey, can you go?" This happened because I'll just use this because example because this happens all the time. Katie would be like, "Hey, we need diapers or we need formula, we need something for Millie or whatever," and I get in my car and I drive. Go all the way to the store, come back, and didn't even pick up what I was supposed to get. Like it happens so many times because while I'm driving in my mind, I'm just thinking about so much other stuff because I'm just normal. It's just like routine now because like I said, I'm in the car for hours at work. So I just be thinking. And I just forget so much, Like I forgot diapers, had to turn back around, come all the way home, turn back around, go right back to the store
Face
again.
Katie with nothing in your hands.
It's like God. And then it's just like I know, because she's like, you always forget, and it's true, like, and I can't help it, I do always forget. So like I'm like, you gotta call me before I'm coming home. You gotta text me. I have to have a reminder because I just forget. So yeah, now I have a lot of forgetful moments, but I don't leave my baby on top of a changing table though. So mine's not that bad.
Hey, it wasn't bad because my baby couldn't roll or fall. I was under a lot of duress. Still getting back into work things. It happened, but no, Marz, I've done that prior to getting baby stuff. I used to first, like when I was heavy into, I started working in Canada. I'd be like, "Can you stop by the store and get something?" I make it like a quarter of the way home. I'm like, "Yo, I'm almost fuck." Let me whip.
And then
back
I'd be
around
mad at
and get to the
myself.
store.
Be
Like,
mad at
damn, man, I want to go
myself.
home.
Yep, that's
Like,
it.
I'm
You just wanna go
tired. I don't
home.
want to go do this. Can we get it
Luckily,
tomorrow?
I've half forgotten, so like I would call while I'm there. Cause I've had that moment where I'll get all the way there and I'll get a few things on the list, but I'm like, I'm supposed to get something for Anaya. Shh, damn. All right, and I call and I'll ask instead of like doing the whole thing. But I've never gone full forget.
But see, that's the
go
thing.
and
Like,
come back.
Man, I don't have that moment while I'm in the store. I'm just walking around, dude, picking everything up, leaving, and then the moment I get back to the house, oh damn, I forgot. At least you had that moment where you be like, I'm forgetting something. Let me call. Yeah, I don't have the moment. I got everything I need and I'm out. Like, I don't.
I did that today with aftershave. I was shaving stuff. I was like, "Yo, am I forgetting?" Damn, I was
good.
just about to sit down in the car. I'm like, "Oh," I'm like, "Man, I'm nice shave." I'm like, "Yo, fuck, I gotta get out the car and walk back."
He said, "No razor bumps." I forgot my aftershave.
Hey, bro, I was getting ready to say razor bumps. I was like, I didn't get the aftershave. Fuck, back in the stove.
Funny. I don't know what that stuff does, man. I haven't used aftershave in years.
Apparently, I'm just doing struggle face. It ain't so bad when I look.
Yeah, because your beard ugly.
Hey, bro, the whole essence.
I don't care. At least I got a beard. TK, you got a beard, right?
I got a beard.
Real dads have beards.
Man, I'm almost 30. I ain't trying to look like
real
I'm
dads
12.
aren't named Jamar.
I don't care.
Got him. I don't care.
But yeah, I think that's it, right?
That's it, y'all.
That's about it for today's episode. We can wrap it up, man. Yeah, any closing remarks? I don't got nothing, man. Like I said my closing
stay home,
opening
people.
marks. Yeah, that's it.
Stay home.
Stay home, man.
Safe.
Like Marz said at the top, act as if you got it yourself. So stay out of reach of, I was going to say children because I just watched Toy Story. Stay out of reach of people.
Yeah.
Stay home.
For real. Stay home. Don't spread it, man. We're on another month of pretty much quarantine. So good luck. Stay safe.
And smart.
But yeah. We out of here.
Let's.
Peace.
Yeah.